It is an extraordinary time to be in AI hardware. I mean, the demand is extraordinary. The things people are doing with the hardware is amazing. And we've seen people create video games with, a simple prompt, create Space Invaders, put it in an HTML file, and literally 3 seconds. 3 seconds later, you got a working video game. The particularly in coding and in the broader range of applications, speed is everything right now, and it's phenomenal to see.
It's nice to be able to talk to a fellow speed maxi, because I've been talking about this for a while, and that doesn't mean sacrifice quality, but I feel like the perception around how important speed is has been changing, at least especially in the last only like month, 2 months.
Oh, for sure.
It just seems like something has been changing, and people are really understanding how important speed is.
Well, I think you're right. I think if you look at history and you say that, when the internet was slow, Netflix was delivering DVDs in envelopes, right? And when the internet got fast, they became a movie studio. And you just stop and you think about what that means, right? That it didn't make them 5 times faster or more efficient at DVD shipping in envelopes. It enabled them to become something completely different and maybe unthinkable at the time they started the company. That's what speed does in infrastructure. It unlocks a whole collection of opportunities and ideas that are otherwise foreclosed. And what we're seeing as we look out there is that these reasoning models are so smart, but if run on GPUs takes so much time to provide a good answer, and when run on us are so blisteringly fast, that there's a sort of an emotional response to being engaged with it. Somebody tweeted that running one of our partners' code on us, running cognition code on Cerebrus, and working with their tool was like touching God. And I was like, whoa. What a nice thing to say about your hardware software combination, right?
Quite the endorsement, yeah.
Yeah, and we were so proud that people feel tangibly sort of the benefit of all the hard work we put in to build this speed.
Yeah.
What was the light bulb moment way back in the day when you were just getting started that bigger was going to be the better route?
Yeah. So, in many parts of chip building, bigger is a disaster, right? I mean, you don't want a bigger cell phone part. You want a smaller cell phone part. In many, many parts of the compute world, what you want is smaller. But what we saw in 2015 was that AI presented some really unusual challenges to the underlying compute engine. And in particular, inference required you to go to memory and move weights to compute to generate every single word. Every token required this sort of extraordinary movement from memory to compute. And you think, well, hey, how hard is it to move from memory to compute? Let's just think of a 70 billion parameter model, a small model. Each of those 70 billion parameter weights is 16 bits. That's 140 gigabytes of data has to move from memory to compute to generate one word.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
How big is 140 gigabytes? It's 100 full-length movies.
Wow.
So you're moving 100 full-length movies from memory to compute to generate a word. And you'd like your response to be 1,000 words deep. We looked at that and said, holy crap, what would happen if we focused all our attention on making the link between the memory and the compute? What if we made it 5,000 times faster than a GPU. And to do that, we put the memory and the compute on the same piece of silicon. We located the memory and the compute adjacent to each other. And once you have that insight, you want to build a big chip. You want to get as much memory and as much compute on a single die as you can. And what we ended up with is a chip the size of a dinner plate. This is our third generation part. It's a 5 nanometer chip, and it's 56 times larger than Rubin. 56 times larger than the largest chip NVIDIA's ever produced.
All right.
Yeah.
So
we both held this thing, by the way, Matt. And
yeah, I
I'm not
remember.
going to say I felt godlike, but I certainly felt powerful.
It's okay if you felt angel-like. You don't have to go to the big
Sure.
right? We can